Okay, everybody, put your shoes on. It's time to leave.
Disgusting.
Paperweight, don't let any of it get in my mouth.
Uh-oh. Hey, Mametrons, I found a suspicious-looking corn dog just lying here.
It's like lying in a puddle of carnival vomit.
T-17 to base. Commencing bomb disposal. Gotta get that boom, boom, boom.
All right, let's do this. Well, here we are in Max's stomach.
Ruminate! Ruminate! Trespassers will be digested!
Ah, cram it, Flame Brain.
GI to brain, GI to brain, trespassers in the stomach. They look quite delicious.
Fascinating. The psychic feedback from the dark dimension has planted an image in our minds, causing us to perceive the creature's organs as if they were an actual kitchen.
No, this is pretty much what Max's insides have always looked like.
We've got to get up to the brain so we can get out of here, Sam. If we're gonna save Max, we can't waste any time. Plus, I really have to go to the bathroom.
Looks like this vent goes directly to Max's nose, so he can smell food while he's digesting it.
Biology is disgustingly fascinating.
Now craving.
More corn dogs. One is too many. 100 is never enough.
This must be where Max stores all the nutritious food that enters his gaping maw before he digests it. I wonder if I should open it.
He's still got a bottle of milk he drank in 1976.
That answers that question. Digestive enzymes, stomach acids, meat and flesh tenderizers. I never figured Max was such a gourmet. How are we going to get out of here and up to the brain?
He's still trying to digest the DeSoto dog, and that's just empty calories. We need to find a way to get a rush of blood or endorphins or something up to his gray matter.
We made pretty good time getting to the stomach, considering all the traffic we ran into down the esophagus. Dr. Norrington, what can we expect to see in here now that Max has become a horrible, twisted abomination escaped from the mouth of madness? No offense.
None taken. Internally, your compatriot should look the same as he always has, just more tentacly. We save the truly bizarre stuff for the outside of our bodies, because it's scarier that way.
This must be how Max digests stuff.
Like the tender morsels of wayward travelers.
Ugh. I'm an elder god, and even I found that creepy.
Hope this works. There's enough caffeine in here to make even a film blogger get up and move.
What was that?
Uh-oh.
Hang on, everybody! You must know your way around here. How do we get up to the brain?
You don't! You stay with us here and drift off into the peaceful sleep of digestion.
Well, you're worthless.
Just out of curiosity, how many calories would you say are in you?
Ladies and horrible monsters first. Not you, not Max.
But I'm a horrible monster!
Last stop, the cerebral cortex.
I suppose that Max's brain always looks like a living room, yes?
Well, Max is host to all kinds of weird parasites, and he likes to be a good host.
Aha! Well, there's your problem.
Greed galloping Golgi and lipstick on a Vespa with a leather-bound day planner.
It's mind worms, right? I bet Featherly $50 it was mind worms.
It's a tumor.
Damn it!
Seems to be teeming with dark energy as well. Still, once we've removed it, your friend should pop right down to normal again. Assuming that's what you really want.
Why is it glowing? Sam, come here and take a closer look.
I bet if I touch it here, he'll start speaking with an Australian accent. Yow! It shocked me!
The brain synapses are firing at an alarming rate. The voltage is quite high.
Whoa! Ah, get away, fake Max!
Do you find my warmth alarming, Sam?
The freaky creature is correct, Sam. We won't be able to operate until you can cut off the power to the brain.
The medulla oblongata acts as kind of a circuit breaker for the brain. If you can cut it off, we can get to work.
Okay then, experts. Where do I find the medulla oblongata?
Perhaps behind this door?
Where did they?
Did everybody get all staticky and find themselves in the stomach again?
I detected a spike in psychic energy coming from the monster. Is everyone okay?
We appear to be in some sort of game room.
You are now at the mercy of the brain, Butterball.
Max must be using his psychic powers to keep us from entering the brain.
Yes, they're very fussy at this age. He's just looking for attention. Better to ignore him.
Okay, that's dumb. But I've got a better idea. If we could put enough electrical current through Max's body, it'd temporarily short out his powers and let us inside the brain.
But that would take a voltage of at least 46 hellijoules. The only place in the city with that much power is the electric plant down in Battery Park.
And we've got to find some way to get control of Max's body and take him downtown. I'm pretty sure these tentacles aren't normal for Max. What part of Max's body do you spore guys come from, anyway?
We are spawned in the screaming well of flames, nestled deep within the chest of the colossal beast, each beat of its heart sending a torrent of blood to combine with brilliant arcs of psychic energy, each beat of its heart forming a copy of the horrifying visage you see before you now.
I'm skeptical.
Okay, it's the butt.
This low-tech optic nerve will give me a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to literally see the world through Max's eyes. This must be Max's auditory nerve. Nothing but static. I guess there's nothing around Max right now worth hearing. Cozy.
Feel the warmth, Sam. Does it make you drowsy?
No, not really.
How about now?
Still no. This must be for Max's inner monologue.
Still analog, for the warm, rich sounds you can't get from digital.
I guess it would help if I actually put a record on this thing. It's Max's collection of ideas for novels, in audiobook on vinyl form. Glad to see he's keeping track of them. He's always coming up with these things, but I assumed they just flew out of his tiny, oversaturated brain. That's Max's gripping historical fiction thriller, The Eli Whitney Dilemma. Also, coincidentally, the name of Max's experimental fusion jazz band. The happenstance at Ghastly Manor. It's a loosely autobiographical story of psychic horror. A Killing Comes to Murdersburg, a Flint paper mystery. Oh, this is the hard-boiled noir fan fiction Max was telling me about. It's Max's heartfelt Inuit coming-of-age story. Are you there, Great Bear Spirit? It's me, Canuchlug.
Flint Paper leaned back in his chair and poured himself another fifth of pineapple schnapps.
Must
He
be a
just killed
cellular
a great
phone.
white shark with his bare hands and was about to skin it to upholster another different chair when she walked in. She was tall, real tall, and pretty too. Plus, she had 2 eyes. Another party member! Oh, this is gonna be the best campaign ever!
Ah, there you are, Sam. Paperweight here believes he's found a way to control the creature's arms.
Yes, we are standing on a network of neurotransmitters, and by forming biogenic connections between them, we can relay electrical impulses from dendrites in the brain to muscle
The
tissue in
short
the...
version, Poindexter.
I can step on these shapes to control the arms.
Great, let's get to it so we can pick up huge stuff.
You'll have to activate the manual override first. The impulses come through that machine over there.
Max's kidneys kept trying to get rid of that sign, but finally let him keep it as long as it wasn't in the living room. It's a bunch of whimsically outdated board games. Pan-Galactic Despotic Dominion, the extended edition.
Oh, that's an epic game of interstellar conquest with 7,000 highly detailed paintable miniatures. A single game can last your adolescence.
What are the rules?
Oh, it's simple. First, you assign a color to every player. Then you shuffle the draw deck and the discard deck, dealing 8 cards counterclockwise, starting with the player who most recently had his wisdom teeth removed. Then you choose a technical proficiency.
Sounds like 10 barrels of fun.
Sam, stay awake!
Don't be fooled by his fiendishly boring schemes.
Billiards.
That's it? You're looking at a pool table inside Max's body and you're not going to make any of the obvious jokes?
Sorry, I already used up my quota for the year on our first case. Are you going to be helpful or just keep trying to make us go to sleep?
I can be helpful! Right after I tell you about my latest campaign. It's called Assault on Crypt Death Grasp, and it takes place in the expanded Twisted Plains universe. One of my buddies from down in the Pancreas was playing as an 18th level rogue, and he'd chosen a starting
Snap
grade of-
out of it, Sam. You must stay awake.
Max has got some nerve.
Ooh, I wanna play!
Wait your turn, Fake Max. It's time to watch a master at work. Huh, this is pretty much the worst video game I've ever played.
You have to read the command off the screen, Sam. I cannot see it from here.
Left leg brass knuckles.
Let me know if you need extra appendages, Paperweight. I have tentacles to spare.
I guess the brain has stopped trying to work against us. I was concerned since we're so close to the speech center.
This is going to be easy. Left foot bacon. Wait a second. I didn't say that.
Got it! Are you sure that was right? Perhaps you should try again.
This is going really well. Keep listening to what I say. Right foot colon.
Will do! Are you reading that correctly?
The brain definitely isn't using psychic ventriloquism against me, that's for sure. Please, let's continue. Left foot flail.
Maybe I should read the command.
Show some sensitivity, Paperweight. He's colorblind. Besides, it'll take both of our bodies to complete this confounded game.
Right hand pull.
Is everything okay?
Everything's perfectly fine. Let's keep on doing. Left hand rest. Wait a second.
Got it. Are you?
This. Left foot pistol.
Will do. Are
Right foot bullet.
if you say so.
Ah, now we're getting somewhere.
No, it's my turn now.
We will need to complete 2 more circuits to activate the manual override.
Right foot on.
Got it.
This is just like the final boss battle against Agamemnon in Ultra Shining Quest 2, where you have to use your holy katana 3 times against his exposed udder sac to complete the ritual of quickening and...
Don't listen to him, Sam. Stay awake and stay the course.
Left foot bacon.
Almost there.
Smashing job, Sam.
Right hand breast nose.
Roger that.
What have you done, Sam?
The arms, they are spasming out of control.
I've been hit. This wasn't supposed to happen. Error. I'm so caught up in you. Error.
Oh no! The radioactive brain core is exposed!
Your head will collapse, and there's nothing in it. And you'll ask yourself, who let the dogs out?
Yes! A dentist chasing you with a hatchet, being loaded into the car for a trip to the vet! Oh, delicious.
Sam, you must wake up!
What happened?
I must protest! I was savoring a most delectable nightmare.
The radiation is too dangerous for you, Sam. You'll pass it out.
Evidently, Paperweight and I are immune. Looks like you're stuck with me for another 100 years, eh, Paperweight?
Yes, my master.
We'll go back and resume our studies, but you must find someone else to operate those arm controls.
Who do I know who's immune to radiation? Looks like some kind of exercise room?
Oh, hey, Sam. I think I found the manual override for the leg controls here. I had to rewire some of the nerve endings, but now all I have to do is walk on this treadmill and we can make Max walk wherever we want.
Great work, Sybil. That's about the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
What was that?
I didn't say that out loud. Consecrated Kreskin on a communion wafer. She's reading my mind.
I'm not reading your mind, Sam. The brain must be broadcasting your thoughts or something. Just ignore it so we can get to work. Come tell me when you're ready to start moving.
Hi, Sybil. God, she's huge.
What was that?
Oh, I didn't say anything. What is she carrying? A baby or a yak calf?
Excuse me? Are you calling me fat?
Fat doesn't cover it. Come to think of it, a circus tent wouldn't cover it.
I'll have you know that I am carrying the miracle of life, the promise of a new generation, and the affirmation of hope. What's your excuse?
I think what you're doing is a really wonderful, beautiful thing, Sybil. As long as I don't have to see your mutant human statue offspring. It's very noble of you to bring a new life into the world and usher it to greatness. Or at least usher it into a dark basement or a carnival freak show to live out its freakish existence unseen by normal people. I'm not helping, am I?
Nope.
I've changed, Sybil. I totally get the whole parenthood thing now.
You do?
Tax deductions.
Nice. I don't think you understand at all.
Why don't you hop on that treadmill?
Oh, so you're not even trying to be subtle with the fat comments anymore.
Come on, Sybil. It's going to take all of us working together to save Max. And by the looks of it, you could be doing the work of 5 or 6 of us at least.
Ugh! You just don't understand what I'm going through, bringing new life into the world.
Well, getting her to help is turning out to be at least as painful as giving birth. Come on, Sybil, use the treadmill, for Max's sake.
For Max's sake, how convenient. It has nothing to do with my losing weight.
Well, a few dozen pounds couldn't hurt.
Ugh, men. You just don't understand what I'm going through.
It's not my fault, Sybil. The brain is broadcasting my thoughts.
Maybe it's better this way, now that I know what you really think.
No, it's twisting my thoughts. I think you're just as lovely as the day I met you. Don't think fat. Don't think fat. Can't you see what's happening, Sybil? The brain is trying to turn us against each other.
Maybe you're right, Sam. We should work together.
But not too close together, because a gravitational pull could flatten me like a pancake. See you around, Sybil. Maybe I can find something to make her less hysterical.
Ugh! Can you believe this guy?
I find the entire situation to be very contrived and misogynistic.
Max has really got to cut down on the carbs. I always suspected Max was using performance enhancers. Visible Max. Oh, that's convenient. There's a "You Are Here" marker. Got any bright ideas, Fake Max?
No time for talk, dog man. It's time to move! Gotta feel that burn so you can get a good night's sleep.
The sparring dummy inside Max is in a lot better shape than the one on the outside. He has already ripped out the intestines, though. That's awful cute. 3 weights?
They're only free while supplies last. I'm kidding, of course. Sleep.
Medicine balls. Come on, Sam, you're inside Max's body. They're medicine balls. Think. Nope, I got nothing. I'm finally seeing it in person. This must be where Max keeps his junk.
Nah, that's a couple of stories down.
There's got to be something in here to take my mind off Sybil's condition. Is that our old roach farm? No way! I'd forgotten all about that. And it looks like it is. One of the eggs is about to hatch. It's beautiful.
Huh?
Now I am, little champion. Now I am. Every time I think of that precious new life, I... Go on, play your game without me. I need a moment. That old game is from when we were going through our self-conscious, edgy, politically incorrect phase.
Yeah, when did that stop, anyway?
I'll let you know as soon as it does. I remember that old bucket of fish. Things were so much simpler back then.
Really? Because I remember them being a lot more complicated.
Well, it was a different kind of complexity.
And a lot longer, too. Plus the voices were...
Okay, Fake Max, we get it. Our old souvenir from the Mafia-free casino. I got to keep the tail end in my inventory. Max has been withholding evidence from another case. That'd cause all kinds of messy legal entanglements, if we hadn't already blown all those Mafia guys up. Hey, I remember those cases with the thing and that other thing with the stuff.
Now, don't sweat it, Sam. We don't remember any of that stuff either.
I'm always going around leaving junk scattered throughout the time stream, and Max is there to pick up after me. We make a good team. Max got me that set of mariachi frogs for my birthday.
Yeah, that's a real exciting story. What are you waiting for, you Pulitzer?
It's Max's gigantic money-filled sock. I thought he was lying about that.
You're just too cynical. That's the kind of change I can believe in.
Ever since he became president, Max has had to carry his birth certificate and all his dental records with him at all times.
To prove he was born in America?
To prove that he was actually born. Hey, it's a big nest of spare audio-video cables. These are just what I need for... Well, that's about the worst thing that could have happened. Oof.
What's happening?
Hang on.
Help me!
Whoops. Oh well, any cockroach foster son of mine is plenty resilient enough to survive a good vacuuming. Boom! It seems like only yesterday I watched him hatch, which is odd considering it was only a few hours ago. Don't worry, Sam Jr. Your foster paw will take care of the Max apocalypse with no problem.
Who's worried? I'm a roach. I can survive a nuclear winter.
What is that, a roach? Ugh, gross.
Well, I never.
Don't give it to me, Sam. Take it outside and kill it.
Don't listen to her, Sam Jr. The mean lady is on heavy medication and doesn't know what she's talking about.
Wait a second. You really do care about that roach, don't you?
He's the promise of a future generation. Not that you'd ever understand.
I think I underestimated you, Sam. You really do have the heart of a parent.
And a real parent, not keeper of some half-statue freak show.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Let's get moving and save Max!
Hallelujah, Sam Jr. Now that we've motivated our fellow Lifebringer, we can control Max's legs and haul his terrifying bulk across the length and/or breadth of the city. I knew Max's immune system was tough, but I never knew it was mixed martial arts tough. Okay, Sam Jr., I want you to make me proud and operate those arm controls.
I'm on it!
That didn't take long. What happened?
I never learned to read!
Don't worry about it, little guy. But now I've got to find somebody who's immune to radiation and literate. How dare you even suggest such a thing? He's my little angel.